So who's all still online?
I'm online.
I don't even know what I was doing. Okay. Nothing. Let me go somewhere I haven't been. Okay. That was too far. Oh yeah. Oh, that's still too far. It's not too far. Is it? Still too far. Huh. Oh, damn it. Nope. What's this? Perfect. What? Shush.
Cannot comply.
Sorry, not you. My dogs.
Cannot comply. Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 2, 1, engage.
Damn it.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage. Frameshift drive charging.
Friendship drive.
Friendship drive.
4,
It
3,
runs on hubs.
2,
You just sounded like the computer off of A Space Odyssey. I'm sorry, I can't do that.
I'm sorry, Hal. I can't do that. Or what was the guy's name? Not Hal was the robot. Dang it. Was it like Dave or something?
I don't remember, honestly.
Frameshift drive charging.
Was it John?
Hang on. I'm docking, so.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
There is a. It does. Well, the first build one was a character Dr. Dave Bauman. It was Dave, I guess.
Gabe?
Well, there's Dave, Frank.
Oh, it's Dave. I'm sorry, Dave. I can't do that. Yeah. Damn it,
What
I
are
can't-
you doing, Dave? What were you talking about? Yeah, I guess he's the last one. Was Dave?
Yeah. Damn. I keep traveling to these I just keep traveling to random systems hoping I'll get lucky and find one that has a place to buy shit. And I've went to 4 systems in a row that don't have shit to buy. I guess that's why you should plan your routes out. There we go. Outfitting. That's not too bad. There we go.
There's actually, I guess there's actually, I mean, I guess it's a reference, but when the docking, the auto docker, it plays classical music as it docks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean the original, apparently like the older Elite games did that too, and you know that was like earliest 80s, and whereas 2001 A Space Odyssey was in 68, so those could have been references as well.
Possibly.
Frameshift drive charging.
187,000 credits for this mission. Yay. I've seen people like
4, 3,
Fiery Toad, they get missions that are worth like $1 million. Because they just have high like max rank and everything.
Yeah. So,
Kill
how often
pirates.
does this game get updated?
Pretty often. Depends on what aspect you're referring to.
Basically,
Well,
multi-crew.
Oh, you mean like full updates?
I have no idea. Someone said that it should be in the next update or two when we get multi-crew.
Oh, that kind of update. Okay. Well, those ones are. I don't know. They do sometimes just like general updates to fix stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
But stuff where they like add content, so far has been shaping up to be like 5 per year.
Oh shit. Okay. So the multi-crew will be out before Horizons then?
They haven't said anything about that.
Oh, someone said something about it earlier. I wasn't sure. I thought they said that it was slated to be out within the next update or two.
Nah, well, the next one. Let me see. The next one is. Oh, the next one is close quarters combat,
Uh-huh.
and then I mean, there should be more changes besides that, but I haven't talked about it. But the next one, the major update for that is close quarters combat, and there will also be a number of ships they're adding with that, and then they should be adding a number of ships in the update after that, and so that one, it's kind of like there's speculation about what it might be, but that's thought maybe to be just like escort missions
Uh-huh.
and stuff. But I don't think there'll be. I don't think there will be multi-crew ships this year.
Oh, damn. Okay. That's like the exact opposite of what someone else told me.
But I could be wrong, honestly. Like, you know, I didn't think we would get any kind of planetary landing anytime soon. And here we are, we're getting at least a huge part of it. You know, and
They said every
Like
planet that doesn't
Holiday?
have air.
yeah, in the beginning. But later on they plan on adding like Earth-like stuff.
Yeah. I guess that's a good way to do it though, because that rover you
Yeah.
don't need to have first person. You could just ride around
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
rover.
Yeah. The hardest thing that I imagine them having is the ability to walk around your ships,
Yeah.
because those have like every. I mean, I guess they could use some smaller aspects of procedural generation in that, but you know, all the ships have to be exactly the same, so it does require, and there has to have a lot of thought going into it. So the interior of the ships have to require a lot of like handcrafting in them,
Uh-huh.
and the interior size of the Anaconda is equal to the entirety of the new Doom game coming out. Roughly around the same size as the entire Doom game. The
Seriously?
new one. Yeah.
Is it that big of a ship?
Yeah. Yeah, here, let me share a link with you. Okay, so first is this picture, which shows some ships, including one that hasn't come out yet, compared to Big Ben.
Compared to what?
It's like that clock tower that you see in England that, so you might not be familiar with it. The other one is...
I know what Big Ben is.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't hear you.
Oh, I said Big Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this shows that picture shows the, I don't know, you see it, or are you just not tabbing out?
I haven't tabbed out yet. I was in the middle of getting ready to land, but I'll do it.
Okay. So that's a picture of that. Then there's also a video. Hang on.
One second. I just pressed something.
Landing gear deployed.
Okay, cool. What, damn it. Alright, put this down. Take a look. Where are we at here? Check this out. Oh, damn. Those are pretty big. So, there's the Sidewinder, the Eagle.
And
the
on the
side.
right is the Anaconda. And
Okay.
on the left is one that hasn't come out yet, which is the Panther Clipper.
Damn.
That one's like a trading ship.
With ships that big, we don't even need capital ships. Those are technically.
Yeah, those are huge. No, capital ships are way bigger than that. You have no idea.
Holy ballsack.
And then there's that video, like, it's a nice watch when you get the chance.
Okay.
It's like a few minutes, but whenever you get the chance.
I'll check
But
it out.
It's a video that shows like the ship sizes compared to, like, it has them next to like real world aircraft and stuff.
Oh, damn.
And also it starts, the first thing it shows you is like the size of an average person,
Hmm.
which is like this tiny little thing you can barely see.
Yeah.
But it shows you those. I like this picture though, because like a lot of those aircraft I'm not so familiar with the sizes of, but
Yeah.
yeah. Also, have you ever seen those stations with like those habitat rings around them?
I think so, yeah.
They're like these rings, and like if you look on them, it looks like grass and trees and houses and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I've seen those, yeah.
Yeah, so the amount of land in one of those rings is equal to the entire map of GTA 4.
Damn.
Yeah. Crazy, crazy sizes. Of course, and when you talk about actual planets, then you're just getting to ridiculous sizes. Because those are whole planets. Of course, they will mess with the speed and stuff a bit, so they are kind of reasonable. Well, I know, actually, they weren't talking about the speed. They were talking about that you won't have to worry about fuel in those vehicles that you drive around on,
Yeah.
because it has something to do with power source. That for large ships, it makes sense that it needs to be refueled constantly, because they're so huge and require so much power.
Yeah.
Whereas those little vehicles, the SCVs or whatever they're called,
Rovers?
since they're so small, they don't really require you to refuel them, because they have the technology to provide as much power as it ever needs.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
You know,
Well, I'm
and just-
looking forward to the future of this game then. This is pretty cool.
yeah. So you can just keep driving. So, but that should be kind of crazy, like the size of planets. Like, I mean, they're whole planets. Everything's in 1-to-1 scale, so.
Wow. That's going to be crazy. Now, is there going to be anything interesting on these planets?
Yeah. So the ones with like the airless ones that we're getting in the beginning, they talk about there's going to be like pirate bases and fortresses and old ruins and like canyons and stuff that you can like race around in, and various also like kinds of activities and missions and stuff that you can do on them.
Docking request granted.
Whole set of a whole bunch of content that comes with it.
Yeah. Dude, I am having a hell of a time trying to find the interest of this fucking hub.
Target the station so that and when you do, the hologram of it, you see the
Landing gear
hologram?
retracted.
Wait a second. I gotta back up. I'm like right up next to it. Okay, yeah, I got it.
So you have it targeted, and so if you look at the hologram, it'll show like arrows on the side. It'll show arrows on them pointing towards the entrance,
Uh-huh.
like on the sides of it, in the hologram. Also, the side with the entrance on it is the side that rotates counterclockwise, and it always points at the planet it orbits.
Okay. Well, damn, that's useful to know. Thank you.
Yeah. That's also a good strategy, like when you're still in Super Cruise, I'll often like kind of circle around so that I'm coming from the planet side. So when I drop in, I'll be like in front of I'll see the entrance there in front of me.
Uh-huh. Okay, now wait a minute. Where's the damn planet?
But if you look at the target, the hologram of it, it should be oriented how you see it, and it should show on the sides of the station, like in the hologram, it should show these arrows pointing in the direction of the entrance.
Okay.
You see the arrows?
I don't see any arrows. There's not any arrows. I don't.
So do you have the station targeted?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh, wait a minute. There's an arrow.
yeah. It's like on this. It's like built like in the hologram. It's like kind of part of the structure
Okay.
of it. Yeah.
I've been in one before, and I have never had any trouble getting in one, but
Yeah.
Just-
Sometimes it happens.
derping around, I guess.
Yeah.
I
I used to have trouble with it in the beginning, and then yeah.
I think I might
started
have
getting
found
used
it.
to it.
We got the red and green lights. Okay, well that's not
There you
facing
go.
the planet.
Should be if you like look right away. It should be facing the planet.
Okay, I guess it is. You're right. Herpaderp me.
Yeah. It's okay. Whatever. No, yeah. It took some getting used to for me.
Well, yeah, I always guess I got lucky finding the entrance when I came up to one of these. And all the other ones are fairly easy to find. They're a pain in the ass, but they're fairly easy.
So yeah, there's the two links down below, like the picture and the video. Whenever you get a chance.
I'll check it out.
It's okay. Whatever.
Alrighty, 34. I'm gonna get landed, then I'll take a look at the link.
Warning, landing gear not deployed. Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Alright, let me check this link out. Alrighty. We got.
It starts with like the smaller ships and then works its way up.
Alright. Let me check her out.
starts off a bit slow and it kind of goes a little faster afterward.
Yeah. So what'd you say was your favorite ship?
Python, I guess.
Okay.
I didn't really, but that would be it.
Oh, damn. Is that a pretty expensive one? How much is a Python?
It costs like, hang on, I could, well, the thing is when I first, the base cost of it, hang on a second, let me look to refresh myself. It was something like, hang on. So the base cost of it is over 55 million, but I got it from Leon Ruiz Space, so it was like 46 million.
Oh, nice.
But that's just the base ship. To actually outfit it, it's like almost 200 million. And that's not even upping the armor on it or anything.
Uh-huh.
And now the way I have it now, it's like it's very good. But actually, when I first got it, I didn't have enough money to outfit it, so I set it up for trade. And as a trade, that one's 62.9 million. A lot different than 200 million.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's quite a bit of shit, man. I mean, it's
Yeah.
quite expensive.
See how big the, like, I don't know, I guess the Anaconda looks like half the size of the aircraft carrier.
Yeah, I saw that. That's crazy.
Yeah. The thing that surprises me was the Clipper. Imperial
Yeah.
Clipper.
That was big.
That ship is huge.
Uh-huh.
Then the Panther Clipper should be coming out soon.
Is the transporter any good to make money with?
The what?
The transporter?
Oh, what's the the
Type 6?
the type? Oh, see, got it. Because there's a Type 6, Type 7, and whatever.
It's got 50
Type
cargo.
6. It's not bad for, like depends on what tier you're at. Like obviously it's better, but then the ones that are better are more expensive.
Yeah. I don't have $6 million, but I have a Cobra Mark III right now, so I guess I should probably just save.
Actually, yeah, no, but the Type 6 is pretty good. Is very good for trading for its price. But actually, there's let's see, I have a build.
Yeah, I've got
for
a
that.
Type 6 and it's got 88 slots. By the time you put a warm
Nice.
big cargo things in it.
Damn. So it's pretty
And
good
that's-
for
that's
racking
the
up
one
money?
Shield, if you
Here, a 3
don't run a shield,
million.
I'm pretty sure you can.
I have a 3 million credit build here with 108 ton cargo and a 19.37 laden jump distance.
That's what I need to look at. Okay, yeah, well,
Here,
This
I'll
comes
share
stock?
that.
this comes stock with
Post that.
50 cargo and unladen 12 jump, so that's better than the Cobra, but not by much.
Yeah. So there's my build for the Type 6 for a Type 6 trader.
Okay.
Is that link I just posted?
Alright, let me take a look.
Just depends if you want to run a shield or not, really.
Yeah, I don't generally run shields on traders, but yeah.
Right on.
I definitely don't run weapons because it's a trader. You don't do fighting in traders. So
Yeah.
Yeah, plus it's
generally
extra
don't.
weight.
Yeah.
Means you reduce your jump range by having weapons.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I'm trying to make money, so I think that's what I'm gonna switch to for now. I'll just trade in my Cobra.
Mm-hmm. Cobra's not bad.
It's not bad, but I'm trying to get into the next.
What's really good is when I eventually got set up my Python as a trader. That one was like I had it running like 284 tons, and it could still land on a medium pad, which means I could still go to outposts.
Uh-huh.
So that's like crazy amount. Like I make with a one jump like a one jump route. I can be making doing a loop that makes me over 1 million credits per loop.
Man.
Yeah, it's very good. But you know, it's also expensive.
I think I'll just keep what I got for now. I don't.
Okay.
That feels more like a side grade than anything.
What can you run now?
What?
How much can you run now?
It's got about 20 cargo, but I only do like one at a time, so. And I make 160 per mission, but I'm gonna.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so you're just running missions? Okay. I
Yeah.
think like commodity trading.
Oh no, I've never done commodity trading.
Yeah, for missions, Cobra is very good.
Well, I'm gonna re-outfit it. Just take all the weapons off because I don't fight anyway.
I mean, some of the fighting missions are pretty worth it. Like fighting when you go to kill, well, like the ones ask you just to kill pirates.
Uh huh.
Those are pretty good. You just go into either, well, you go to the system and asks you to, and you go into either the nav beacon or like a res site or something,
Yeah.
and you know you'll see a bunch of targets in there, and you just kill them. Kill how many they ask you to. Come back and you hand it in.
I'm just afraid I'm gonna get killed. I don't want to lose this shit.
Yeah. Okay, it's up to you.
So what? Is the beam laser any good, or what rank? What
I do love the beam laser.
rating is the E rating one okay, or what?
Well, I mean, obviously, the higher you go, the more important thing, the more significant thing is actually the number rather than the letter, because the number decides the size of it, and then the letter is
pretty much. I was gonna say pretty much with the weapons you ignore like the letter, because with the weapons the letter's only based on what type of weapon. So you can get, say, like a burst laser that's available in fixed, gimbaled and turreted.
I like the gimbaled. I can usually get more hits on the gimbaled.
Well, no, I mean, it's not just that. There are different grades, because, like, I can get a pulse laser that's gimbaled in... oh, yeah, well, okay, you're right, because, I mean, the ones I'm seeing available for gimbaled pulse laser would be, like, 3E, 2F, and 1G, so you're right, it matters more what the number is.
Yeah, pretty much
Right.
the letters just determine, like, the fixed is the lowest letter and the turreted is the highest, and gimbal's in between. So
Yeah, whereas like normally the other modules like are different.
yeah,
Where that
like
letter
A's the
does
best
matter.
and B's the second best and C's the third best and blah blah.
Yeah, and D's are always the lightest. D grade.
Alright.
D grade is always the lightest.
What is
And,
turreted? I've never used a turreted one.
Turreted can shoot in any direction.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it shoots
But-
itself.
Oh.
Yeah, it requires a lot more energy. But yeah,
Fuck
you have
yeah.
to set like its attack mode.
What?
So like There's like fire at will, which can get you in trouble because it'll just aggro everything.
Just shoots fucking everything. Holy
Well,
shit.
what if you put it
people-
away though?
Yeah, well then it'll stop.
Okay.
But most people set it to target only,
Uh huh.
so it'll just like whoever you target, like it'll shoot who you target basically, and you have to like untarget them to make it stop.
So how
There
many
is-
tick marks under the damage do you consider decent enough to take out?
Oh, like damage rating.
Yeah, like I don't know.
Well, let's see. Well, there's damage and then there's DPS. See, I'm doing. I'm in like a Python that has like crazy damage weapons,
Yeah.
and even then, the DPS on most of mine are 4.
Okay.
Like a 4 DPS. So. Yeah,
So regular damage matters more then.
I don't know. I mean, the mediums on mine have 3 damage, and let's see, the larges. Oh, actually, all of them are 3 except for my advanced plasma accelerator, which is 8 damage. Because it has a slower rate, so that's what affects the DPS.
Okay.
I try to do. I mean, depends on. I mean, I like. Right now, I'm just running all lasers, but a good thing that I was doing before was I'll have some lasers and I'll have some multi cannons, and then
Yeah.
the lasers. So I'll set them on different fire groups, or different like attack, primary fire and secondary fire.
Yeah.
In the same fire group, obviously. And then what I'll do is I'll use the lasers to lower the shields, and then the multi-cannons I'll use after that, because like the multi-cannons are more effective on the actual armor, whereas the lasers are more effective on the shields.
Uh-huh.
And pulse lasers will be easier to manage with power. Beam lasers will probably have the highest DPS, but they tend to kind of overheat sometimes.
Yeah.
And when that happens, it just stops, but then you just stop for a second and it recharges.
How good are missile racks?
I haven't tried them.
Oh.
Honestly, they cost too much. Like,
That's
the
what I've
ordnance
heard, yeah.
cost like too much.
Oh, the ordnance do the ammo.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Like, depends if you're doing like a really, really high mission. I don't know, like might sort of be worth it, but yeah, you can still like take out the same thing with like multi cannons or like something else for like no consumable cost.
Burst lasers do more damage to modules.
See, I have a turreted burst laser that does 1 damage tick mark and 2 DPS. That's just horrible, isn't it?
Sounds like it.
Okay, I'm not even gonna buy shit from this place. It doesn't-
Honestly, I've never gone with the turrets because I'm just too scared to use them.
I'll
I'm,
just
like,
deep.
afraid it'll just shoot something I don't want it to.
I'll just retract it if I'm not using it.
I guess.
Like I'll wait till I either hunt somebody down or they hunt me down, and then I'll just pull it out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So. Okay. But the fact that you don't have to manually aim them is supposed to make them more useful, right?
Well, yeah, I guess there's also gimbal.
I know, but that's like aim assisted.
Yeah.
They like assist your aim, but these just like
Also-
shoot by themselves.
Yeah.
Ah, screw it. I'll try them, and if I don't like it, fuck it, I'll just go do a couple more missions.
I mean, they're usually more useful, like, if you're in something, like, really large, like an anaconda.
Uh-huh.
And so then that has some, like, blind spots, but then you can make up for that by putting on some turrets.
Okay.
Because, like, then it can shoot behind it.
Right on.
Because otherwise,
Depends what your
like,
target is too.
yeah.
Like I find gimbal stuff's like easier. Like, say for example, if you know, for me, I'm in a Viper. Like, if I'm trying to take out like a Sidewinder or something that's really small, the gimbal does really help.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, gimbal, you can target, you can sub-target, like certain modules. So
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I'll target the power plant, because as soon as that goes to 0, the ship just blows up.
Yeah, they can still be on like half health if you destroy the power plant. They
Yeah.
blow up anyway.
Yeah, you get a good angle on that, and you just fire away at the power plant. And
How do you target the power plant?
There's two ways. You can manually go into the left panel and then go into modules and then select it, or the default. There is a button that's set to Y by default,
Uh-huh.
which will, like, on the keyboard it's set to Y by default.
Yeah.
And what it does is, like, it cycles to the next sub target, basically.
Yeah.
So what you basically do is, like, you target an enemy, and then you hit
User
Y,
disconnected from
and
your channel.
and every time you hit Y, it targets a different, like, module.
Uh-huh.
So you could just, like, hit Y repeatedly and cycle through it till you get the one you want.
Okay. Okay,
You
so
can, like, target
if
thrusters, and then, you know, they'll malfunction, and then they can't boost out, and they can't jump out.
Huh. Okay.
Or you could just do the power plant, and then it just blows up quicker.
Alright. Is there any kind of special scanner I need to do that kind of stuff?
No.
Now, I have a question. If I'm going to go bounty hunting, do I need anything besides the kill warrant scanner?
No. You don't even need the kill warrant scanner, honestly.
How do I know if they're...
Well, so when you target an enemy,
Uh-huh.
you just basically point your ship at it
Uh-huh.
so that they're, like, in sight,
Uh-huh.
and then by default they'll start scanning it. Like there's like just a scanner that's built into your ship that you don't have to buy.
Okay.
And on the left, in front of you, where it shows information about something you're targeted, like on the bottom left,
Yeah.
you'll see it scanning, and then when it finishes, it'll tell you if he's wanted. Now, what the kill warrant scanner will do is sometimes people will have more bounties that aren't necessarily local.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
so,
yes, as you were saying, when it comes up wanted, that's only classed in that system that you're in. At
Right,
the moment.
exactly.
So
So-
the kill warrant scanner just
so the
shows
kill warrant scanner lets you get more
other
money.
systems.
But technically,
So-
like, if you just want to kill them and get money, like you won't get as much, but you don't actually need the kill warrant scanner to go bounty hunting.
Okay.
It is good to have it, though,
Yeah, it is
yeah.
good, very good to have it. And just, it gets you more.
Will it automatically work, or do I have to manually do it?
You have to set it to.
Okay.
Yeah, set it to a
fire-
module group, and then you pretty much similar to like the way that
fire
you normally
group, yeah.
scan them, but you actually have to like fire the kill warrant scanner, and it'll
Yeah, you like hold it down.
bring up like a
and
bar, and
You
Okay.
hold it down and it'll start doing it, and when it's complete, I mean, when it's complete, you could even look in the information on the left-hand panel and see how much it is, but, you know, what I'll just usually do is scan them and then kill them. I mean, as long as I know they're wanted. As long as I know they're wanted,
depends though.
like, I'll
Depends
just
how
scan them
big
and
the
kill them.
target is. Like if
Yeah,
it's,
okay.
like to a degree, like, you know, if you think, oh shit, you know, that ship might be hard to take out, like, is it worth it, kind of
Mhm.
thing. That's
I
what
guess,
I'll
yeah,
always
then
use
maybe
the.
look at it.
So
Yeah,
how...
is
Sometimes
that-
you get the real big ships that aren't worth like hardly anything, and then other times you're like they're worth shit tons.
Right, so it'll look at that, you look on the left-hand panel, and then you look at contacts,
Okay.
and, like, when you're selected on in contacts, it should say information
It'll
is
say
that?
bounty and then how much.
Yeah.
All right. So I have another question. How often do people use missiles and shit like that against you?
The only time I really see missiles used on me is when I'm like, well, okay, I see sometimes players I'll see use it when they just want to take me out really quickly, like they'll just interdict me and then they want to take me down really quickly, but generally the only time I see it is when I'm running away.
So a point defense is useful then.
Yeah, point defense will just takes them out before they reach you.
Okay. Cool. So just one, or should I do multiples, or what?
One is fine, because like honestly, they just hit it and then it blows up.
Cool. And then, so I'll
You could
just
also
do.
use, I guess, electronic countermeasure for that, but point defense is good.
Okay. Because it's automatic, so I don't have to dick with it.
Yeah, it just does it on its own. First time I saw it working, like I was like surprised because I just saw these like green, like energy balls like shoot from above me, and I'm like, what is that? And then I realized it was like, oh, I'm like, oh, it's the, yeah.
So how do I interdict someone?
You get an interdictor, which is an internal, I think.
Okay.
Is it? Yeah, and then well, you set it to a fire group, so you have to like use it like a weapon,
Yeah,
basically.
it is. Internal
Uh,
compartment.
Yeah, it is. Okay. And when you're in Super Cruise, you target someone in Super Cruise, and then you get up behind them, which you can tell if you're behind them. You look at the hologram of them, and then like you see which way they're facing. Also, the arrows. Like I think the solid one is in front of them, and then the hollow ones are behind.
Uh-huh.
So, but basically, you have to get behind the whatever your target is, and then within a certain range, and then you just fire it. You just click once, and it does it, and then you just basically keep your target on them. So, and then from there, it's basically similar to when you're being interdicted and trying to avoid it.
Uh-huh.
You're trying to get out of it. Instead you're trying to stay on the other ship
Okay.
instead of the escape vector.
So what? I'm looking in my internals, and I'm not finding anything called an interdictor.
Oh, do you have one?
I don't have one, but like I'm trying to buy one, and I like.
Oh. It should be like frame shift interdictor.
Is it under frame shift drive?
You know what you can do is you can reorder if you see at the top there's a drop down box, and you can order it by type, by module type.
Okay.
So it'll group instead of price, so it'll group all of the different modules together.
Uh-huh.
And then you can just scroll down until you come to the frame shift interdictors. It'll say frame shift drive interdictor.
Okay. Oh, I found it. Thanks.
Yeah.
Is there? So does the grade matter at all?
So the grade will basically affect how far away, like how close you need to be to use it, and how easy it'll be to like win at it.
Okay.
For NPCs, they're not really that difficult at all. So you don't have to go too crazy with it. Obviously, you know, when you go higher, you know, you get a better time. You have an easier time with it, but you know, the NPCs are like easy. So to interdict, so it's not that big a deal.
Okay. So I should
I mean,
definitely focus on interdicting NPCs before I worry about people.
Mhm, yeah. I mean, it's up to you. Yeah. I saw some like I got one of the guys in the Inquisition, the Slayer. He wanted to test like a really good interdictor
Uh-huh.
on me. It was like a really expensive one, and he tried it on me, and I was like trying to aim for the escape vector, but it was just kept going down. It was like I would have had to stay perfectly on it constantly in order to get
Yeah.
away. I told him, I'm like, I couldn't avoid that. I just dropped out. Like, he's like, okay, I just wanted to try that. It was pretty crazy. Yeah, some of the high end ones that you can only put them like much like in larger compartments. Yeah, some of those are pretty crazy.
Alright, let me check some of these groups. Man, I'm really excited for when multi-crew comes around. So, okay, why are there two
It should eventually, but yeah, I haven't
Wha-
heard so much about it.
why are there 2 seats in the Cobra?
Yeah. I guess it's just some of the larger ships are just designed like that. That, you know, like in such a size of a ship, it's just designed that it has another seat in cockpit.
That bothers the
Like
fuck
it's
out
just
of me.
it's just a design choice, I guess. I mean, I have heard some notion that even before multi-crew, that there's a possibility of putting in like NPC co-pilots or something like that, just to have someone there.
Like, what would it do? Like, what would they do? Like, if there's multi-crew
sure.
and they sat in my passenger seat, what the fuck would they do?
Well, I guess it probably works just like a co-pilot, maybe, like in case something happens. I don't know. But as far as game mechanics, I have no idea. I don't have a clue.
Huh.
I mean, maybe there's maybe some of the more, I don't know, like especially in those ships, I generally don't have any idea. It seems more like just a design choice. But yeah, I know what you mean. I don't know. I heard that, you know, you might be able to add like get NPC pilots to sit in them.
But like, what would they do? That's all. I'm sorry, but I'm just trying to figure out what they would do. Like, why would?
I don't know.
Like, if there was multi-crew, why would another person want to get on my ship? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, there's the idea of multi-crew is that you can have certain ships that are like you can't just run by yourself. You need like other people to help run with you.
Okay.
So then you have other people in different seats like doing different things.
Uh.
But as far as ships like that, like, you know, there's a lot of ships that have like a second seat, and it's like I guess the concept of it is just like a co-pilot, you know, where they're just there in case they need to take over or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. Fucking freeloader.
Yeah, passenger maybe. I don't know.
Alrighty.
I think the Asp has like a multi-level thing.
Uh huh. Someone told me that like once you get to those big ships, that they like echo and shit. Like whenever you press buttons. Like
I haven't paid attention that much.
yeah, like I was reading online about some of the ships, and someone said that they echo. Like when you press a button or when it talks, you could hear it like echo multiple times behind you.
That seems like something that's hard to notice.
Well, they were talking about like a huge, like a fucking ridiculously gigantic ship.
Yeah, so I guess the Anaconda. I don't know. I've never flown that.
I don't know either.
Because the Anaconda is like the biggest one in the game now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you try to dock at the station, and sometimes they'll give you a pad that's directly below the slot, and you're like, "Fucking hell!" Like I'm supposed to land
Not
on that.
comply.
And then it's like those moments where you're like, if you have a docking, an auto dock, like you're so thankful for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've never flown a big one yet, so I'll figure it out eventually, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think if I got like
1. Engage.
Anaconda or Type 9, like I kind of think I mean, I know I could probably land it if I just do it, but I think I would just want to put on an auto docker on it anyway, just because I wouldn't want to have to deal with it. I also like putting them on traders and stuff because if I'm doing commodity trading, I mean, that can get so boring and mundane. So it's like it's good to let it take over.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just convenient. Like if I'm just being lazy.
So how do conflict zones work?
Cannot comply.
So sometimes you have like you have like civil wars and stuff,
Yeah.
and so you get these conflict zones in there, and you know there's high and low conflict zones and stuff.
Yeah.
But basically you go into it like any location, and then once you're in there, on your right hand panel by one of the things under right hand panels, functions, I think. Under functions there should be an option there to join one of the sides.
Oh, one of the
And-
factions. Okay.
Well, you're one of the factions that are fighting there.
All right.
And you choose that side, and then you'll see half the people flying around there will turn red on your radar,
Uh huh.
and half of them, I think the other half will turn green, but either way, basically, yeah, the other half will turn green, and then you're basically sided with one, and so you shoot the ones that are red,
Engage.
and you get like combat bonds, right, that you'll see show up in your transactions. And you know, as you're killing, you know, the more you kill, the more money you get, and then you just basically go back to the station and then just turn them in. But if you get killed before you get to turn them in, then you don't get them.
Okay, I did something. I was getting ready to go in battle without a fucking shield. Holy shit, that would be really dumb. Somehow,
Conflict zone.
yeah.
Okay. Wow, is there a mission for that, or
Well, they show up all over my
Oh,
navigation.
okay, you were just about to go in.
Yeah, I accidentally unequipped it somehow. I must have done something stupid.
Okay.
That's weird. I don't even remember doing that. Whatever. I must have.
I think we were talking earlier about like if you're just doing trading, you were thinking like you didn't really need it.
Oh yeah, I know that, but I didn't unequip it. I just turned it off.
Oh.
All right. Well, I'm gonna
So I
just.
guess it takes. I mean, when you turn it back on, it doesn't just go on instantly. Yes, like.
No, I mean it's not under my modules,
Oh, it's not. Okay,
so I must have unequipped it.
that's weird.
Yeah. I'll just have to go back and fix her up. Oh shit. I'm a slingshot.
All right, I'm gonna log off now.
All right, man. Good evening, or good day, or whatever it is.
Yep.
Thanks for your help, man.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime.
Is there anybody else online?
Hopefully the normal TeamSpeak will be up, back up soon. Actually, I'm gonna check that quick.
Yeah. Tell me if it is back up, would you?
Nah, something really wrong must have gone on there. It must have gone really wrong.
So how do you host a TeamSpeak?
Servers.
You got to pay for one?
Well, yeah. I mean, if it's from like a server, like the one we were using now, or the one that went down, is from like a server in like a big data center. So that you have to pay for. But
Can you host one on your own computer?
Yeah, like you can set up, like you can host them on a computer at home, and it's just, you know, you need kind of like decent bandwidth for it. But you know, yeah, you can certainly do that. And then
Like what kind of system requirements are there? I mean, I've got a 4790K and 16 gigs
I
of
think-
RAM. That should be okay,
well,
right?
so,
It's your
yeah,
upload speed. How fast?
yeah,
is your
it has
internet?
more to do with this with the bandwidth.
Okay.
The actual requirements for running it are really not that much. If you ask Papino, which he's Paps,
Uh-huh.
whatever, he's the owner of the TeamSpeak we're in right now,
Yeah.
and he said that even in the past he even used the netbook to run a TeamSpeak server,
That's awesome.
and he didn't have a problem with that. It has
Yeah,
more to
he
do with
uses
the
fuck all.
yeah. It's really just the bandwidth, like what your internet speeds are.
That's ballin'.
Yeah.
And then how do you set the URL for it?
Well, it's
it's an
based
I-
off your IP, so it would
Yeah.
be based off what your WAN IP is, unless you set up like a dynamic DNS or something like
right.
that.
You could set like a mask or something. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But-
So
but yeah,
basically,
it's
anybody I
basically-
invite to it would be using would know my IP address, huh?
Well, you can set like a mask or whatever.
How hard is that to do?
I don't think it's that hard. I
Because
don't remember how to do that, but
when Star Citizen drops, I have my own org with all sorts of ships and stuff, and I'm gonna have my own TeamSpeak server. So I'm actually learning how to do all that stuff now.
I don't think it's that complicated. You can just look up how to do it.
Alright.
Set up an IP mask and stuff. Like, using the DNS,
Okay. I'll just have to YouTube it.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that hard.
Yeah. Just one of those things I never learned how to do. Yeah, I've got a bunch of old laptops laying around. I could just throw Linux on one and hook it up to an Ethernet cord.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, a lot of like ones that are pre-made, like, or a lot of the ones that you get that are running out of data centers and stuff don't actually cost so much.
I know they don't
And
cost
then-
a lot,
and then-
but I just...
I mean, they charge based on like how much you can have in there. But yeah, some of them do. Some of them don't. Depends
Yeah,
on
it's
how much.
usually around about was it like 20 or 30 slots for $5 a month.
Yeah.
I saw a few for like $10 a month.
A little depends on how many slots. $10 a month is probably closer to like 50 slots.
How many do you need? Well, I guess it depends on how big your...
How many people do you want to be able to go on there?
Yeah, exactly. So,
Yep.
alright. Oh, man. Yeah, because my office or my man cave or whatever you want to call it is I could just set up a little server in here on a laptop.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess it depends, yeah. Like I say, if it's just like a few people, like, for your friends, like sort of 10 people, well, depending on how good your upload is, would probably be fine. But yeah, anything sort of more than 10, 15 people on your home connection would probably be, yeah. All depends on what your upload speed is, really.
I don't know, my
Yeah.
connection's not very bad. Like, a lot of people have horrible internet.
Do a speed test and find out what your upload speed, and I can
Yeah.
probably tell you off the top of my head roughly how many you can run.
Well,
Because I think, pretty sure I did research, and based off my connection of like 1 meg up, it was roughly like the max I'd be able to do would be about 10 to 15, depending
Okay.
on what quality settings. But yeah, that's with like 1 meg upload. So
Well, let me dock, and I'm actually docking right now. And I'll go. Do you guys know any good places to test your speed?
just
Internet speed
speedtest.net.
test. Yeah,
All right.
speed test on it rather. I'm told that the normal TS has just been restarted.
Okay.
You know what that is?
Can you type it in, because I know that it was
Yeah.
it was a IP address,
Hang on.
because I didn't bookmark it like a goofus. I bookmarked this one though.
Oh, it does have a mask. Hang on.
How do you name it?
There's that. That's like the IP mask, basically, with like DNS. There's that. And then normal password, which is
It was something fuck somebody, or that's what it used to be.
that. Yeah. Hang on, I'm gonna test it in another tab.
Hull integrity compromised.
Alright, let me check out my internet speed.
Engines disengaged.
Alright, so you said speedtest.net.
Mm-hmm.
I got a bunch of shit running. Is that going to affect it?
Like what? What do you mean? What have you got?
Alright.
Elite, basically, and OBS.
Yeah, it's working now. The other,
Nah, that'll
other
be fine.
server.
You're not
Okay.
actually streaming, are you?
Yeah, I'm streaming. Should I?
Maybe turn off the stream before you do your test,
Alright, I'll stop the stream.
because that'll be using a certain amount of bandwidth.
That's what I figured.
Alright,